I'm Rose Raccoon AJ. In this video, I'll be creating a warrior cat's camp and territory in my den. Warrior Cats is a book series about clans of cats which survive in the wild. I was obsessed with these books when I was younger and I still read them today. Recently, Animal Jam re-released the Ridgeside Cavern den which could be received from a Fab 5 den token. I was super excited because it was one of the dens which I always wanted due to there being no buildings in it, just nature. This makes it perfect for making this warrior cat themed den. I decided that the main camp will be divided between these two platforms. What am I doing with the camera angle? It's making me feel slightly nauseous. The clan camp I'm making is not based on any specific clan from the books, but rather taking inspiration from all of them. To start with, I was going to need to create dens for each of the different ranks of cat. First off, I made the basic warrior's den. After completing the den, I placed cats underneath this willow tree who are having a dance contest, because as I'm sure you know, the warrior cats definitely solve all conflict through dancing. Next up is the Apprentice's den. The funny thing is, I do not actually take part in warrior cats roleplays anymore. My favourite part of roleplays was never the actual roleplaying, but rather the creation of the den. Partially because it would involve a lot of advertising to get people to come to a roleplay, and I was never very good at trying to be a warrior cat. Apprentice den complete, I added some extra plants and it was time to move on to the medicine cat den. This den had to be filled with lots of different plants to represent the herbs. I wanted to add cobwebs, an essential for a medicine den, however this is the only related item I found. It comes with a very large spider, which unfortunately looks like it would do more harm than healing. So settling with this, it was time to create the elders den. Outside it, I added a particularly fluffy cat who is lying down with his friend named Splotch Spike, the legendary warrior who is now retired and lives out his days basking in the sun. It was time to create the nursery. After completing the den itself, I filled the nursery with kittens. Somehow I accidentally made this demon cat. Hopefully it doesn't hurt the other kittens. The camp is almost complete. There was only one den left to make, the leader's den. I created the high rock where the clan meetings would take place and placed the den beside it. On top of the rock is the clan leader who has sunglasses, of course. Warrior cats don't have sunglasses, you say. Well, this one does, because this is Sunglasses Star, the coolest of the clan leaders. So cool, she is not even letting me on the rock. Come on, just let me up there. I added some final decorations to the camp like the prey pile. If you're thinking this looks like a horseshoe crab, that's because it is one. Just don't tell anyone. I then moved on to creating the territory at the top of the mountain. What's this? You may be wondering why I've placed a portal here, and the reason is because there will be a second part to this territory. Time to go through and make it. Wait, I have one final thing to add. I created some masterpiece floors because I thought there was a little too much stone in the caves. Plus, it makes no sense that all these plants would grow out of rock. It doesn't make much sense that they would grow without sunlight either, but don't think too much about it. On to create the second part of the territory. Animal Jam released the Rocky Wilderness den in the Sapphire shop this month, and I'm honestly obsessed with this den. Like the Ridgeside Cavern den, it's pretty much just nature, and I have a great plan for it. To start off, I have created a campsite, which is a two-leg camp. Then I created a mystical willow tree where special cats in the clan come to interact with Star Clan. Unfortunately, the angle of which I had to edit is quite bad, so it's hard to clearly see what I am doing, but when you wander around the den it hopefully looks better. After this, I made a rival clan's camp. I know it's a lot smaller than the other camp, so I have to say I really like this area, and look, I found a way to get cobwebs. I made places for hunting, training, and many other natural surroundings. One thing is kind of annoying me, this moss patch. It kind of looks like a jigsaw puzzle put together badly. Stay still! Yes. Good enough, I guess. Ignoring that, I moved on to adding more features to the land, like the portal back to the main clan camp. And there we have it, the finished clan territory and camp. All that was left to do was come up with a name for the two clans. I decided to call the main large one Mountain Clan on account of it being on a mountain. And yes, I know, that was very creative. And the other camp is very mysterious. The cats are lurking in the shadows behind the pine trees, so it should be called Shadow Clan. Wait a second. After much thought, I've decided to call it Rock Clan, due to its territory being surrounded by rocks. Yes, another very creative name choice. Rock Clan are the enemies of Mountain Clan because Mountain Clan is literally looking down on them from the mountains, so they spend their days plotting how they can take Mountain Clan's territory from below. Thank you so much for watching this video, hope you enjoyed it. I thought this time I'd try something different to the kinds of posts I normally make. See you next time, bye!